What is up, YouTube? My name is Big Boy Snatch Shine TV, aka What Kind of Snatch You Want, because I got playing around. As you can tell by the title, the thumbnail, and the video, this is my WWE Elimination Chamber 2026 preview and predictions. Like and subscribe. So make sure you guys please watch the entire video from all the way from the beginning or towards the end. Give this video 30 likes in this video. If I can get 30 likes on this video, I will drop my WWE Elimination Chamber review and highlights this Saturday. Alright, so without further ado, sign it off down below in the comment section. What are your predictions for 2026 for WWE Elimination Chamber 2026? Alright, it says 2026 WWE Elimination Chamber card matches, date, and rumors for event on road to WrestleMania 42. Which is WrestleMania is gonna be worse because it's in Las Vegas, that's gonna be worse. But WrestleMania 42 should have been in New Orleans or something like that, and that's all I gotta say. But anyway, it says CM Punk is coming home. The Second City Saint returns to Chicago for the WWE Elimination Chamber on February 28th. CM Punk defends his World Heavyweight title against Finn Balor. Plus, two superstars will punch their ticket to WrestleMania 42. So, y'all didn't put Finn Balor in the Royal Rumble, but I guarantee you, Finn Balor is going to be, or out of nowhere, is going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. But that's just not the case. But I got CM Punk retaining the World Heavyweight Championship to go on to WrestleMania 42 to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 42 in night 2, and that's all I gotta say. So CM Punk is going to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Alright, let me continue. CM Punk has his hands full as the World Heavyweight Champion. He'll rematch Finn Balor at the Elimination Chamber, the last major stop before WrestleMania 42. If he leaves Chicago with his champion status intact, Royal Rumble winner, Roman Reigns awaits him in Las Vegas. Plus, CM Punk's wife, AJ Lee, returns for the first singles match in over a decade, when she takes on Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Elimination Chamber 2 titular matches will also take place. The superstars who emerge from their respective steel structures victorious will earn world title matches at WrestleMania 42. Randy Orton, LA Knight, and Cody Rhodes are among those who qualify for a shot at the undisputed WWE title. Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka will compete with two other women for a shot at one of the two women's world titles. As Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan has still yet to make her decision on who she will face. And this is an easy answer. Liv Morgan is going to face Stephanie McCurry for the Women's World Championship until Naomi comes back. You know what I'm saying? Why would Liv Morgan go after Jade Cargill? That does not make any sense. That is not a storyline. That's not a feud. The only thing that makes sense is Liv Morgan going after Stephanie McCurry to face. Liv Morgan's going to face Stephanie McCurry at WrestleMania 42, which I have this strange feeling that Raquel Rodriguez is going to cost Liv Morgan the Women's World Championship by turning on Liv Morgan. Remember when Liv Morgan turned on Raquel Rodriguez at the Royal Rumble? The same thing that Raquel Rodriguez is going to turn on Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 42. I can definitely see it. Alright. It says, take a look below at the confirmed matches for Elimination Chamber and takes a glance at the crystal ball of what may come. The event streams live on ESPN Unlimited on February 20th with the main card starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And there's a rumor going around that Brock Lesnar is going to return on Monday Night Raw. And I believe that rumor is true. But anyway, let's get down to business at hand. 2026 WWE Elimination Chamber matches. World Heavyweight Championship match. CM Punk versus Finn Balor. Now this match right here is going to be good, but you know how the Judgment Day is. They love to cheat to win. So somehow the referee is going to be distracted while the Judgment Day is going to run out there to jump CM Punk. But out of nowhere, CM Punk is going to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Now Finn Balor is going to put up a good fight against CM Punk, but y'all didn't put Finn Balor in the World Rumble. So I'm glad they put Finn Balor in the Elimination Chamber. But the question is, what if Finn Balor was to beat CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship in Chicago and shock the world? That could happen, but I gotta go with my gut. I got CM Punk retaining the World Heavyweight Championship because CM Punk is going to go on to WrestleMania 42 to battle Roman Reigns at night 2 at WrestleMania 42, and that's facts. Which is Roman Reigns will beat CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. I acknowledge my tribal chief, so I gotta put the ones up in the air, and that's all I gotta say. But CM Punk's going to retain that Elimination Chamber. Alright, Finn Balor returned to the main event scene after Judgment Day. Ally Liv Morgan accused him of complicity. Finn Balor fell short of defending the World Heavyweight Champion in Balor's home nation of Ireland. The respect CM Punk and Finn Balor showed each other after the match fizzled out after Finn Balor was denied a rematch by Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. Finn Balor took matters into his own hands, attacking CM Punk and provoking the champ into granting him a rematch. So I got CM Punk retaining the World Heavyweight Championship at Elimination Chamber. Alright, Elimination Chamber match. Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Cody Rhodes versus Javon Evans and Trick Williams and probably Jacob Fatu. But anyway, in my honest opinion, this is a tough one. I already know Cody Rhodes is going to win, which is I don't want to see Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 42 for the WWE Championship. But in my honest opinion, I would love to just make it a triple threat match between Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, and Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship. Easy, simple booking. But I got Cody Rhodes winning, and that's all I gotta say. But I'm glad that Javon Evans is going to get his moment at the Elimination Chamber because Javon Evans got that dog in him. What if Javon Evans was a hit in OG Cutter on top of the Elimination Chamber, on top of the chamber, bro, and the camera angle just pan over? That camera angle will be cinematic and it will be fire. So that's all I got to say. But I got Cody Rhodes winning the Elimination Chamber, which is I don't want to see at WrestleMania. Just make it a true threat match between Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, and Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship. Easy, simple booking, but I got Cody Rhodes winning. That's all I gotta say. An undisputed WWE title shot awaits the winner of the men's Elimination Chamber match. Randy Orton qualified by beating Aleister Black and Solo Sikoa in a triple threat match. LA Knight defeated Austin Theory and Penta to earn his spot. After Cody Rhodes earned his spot with a win over Jacob Fatu and Sami Zayn, Javon Evans became the biggest surprise entrant in the match by defeating Gunther and Dominic Mysterio on Raw. Trick Williams earned the penultimate spot by beating Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest. Okay, so like I said, I got Cody Rhodes winning the Elimination Chamber. But what if I would have said Javon Evans was to win, but that's not the case. But Javon Evans is so fun to watch on Monday Night Raw because Javon Evans has got that dog in him. But let me give you a prime example. What dream match I want to see? I got one. I want to see Javon Evans versus Seth Rollins. That's going to put on a 5-star instant classic match. That match will eat and feed families on me. I would love to see Javon Evans versus Seth Rollins. That match will be a 5-star instant classic match. That match will cook, and that's going to feed families on me. So I would love to see Javon Evans versus Seth Rollins in an exhibition match. And that's all I got to say. That match is going to be eaten. Alright, let me continue. So we get the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. Now, I'm an AJ Lee fan. And I do want to see AJ Lee with the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Because this is AJ Lee's first match over a decade. I remember when AJ Lee was the longest reigning WWE Divas Championship. I remember that. So in my honest opinion, I got AJ Lee winning the Women's Intercontinental Championship at the Elimination Chamber. But I could be wrong by saying Becky Lynch going to retain. But I would rather see a new Women's Intercontinental. I would rather see the new Women's Intercontinental Championship, and that's AJ Lee. So my pick is AJ Lee to become the Women's Intercontinental Championship by dethroning Becky Lynch. Because you already know Becky Lynch is going to somehow cheat to win. But it is what it is. But I hope that's not the case. But I do got AJ Lee to win, but I could be wrong. But anyway, CM Punk isn't the only adored superstar coming home to Chicago. AJ Lee seeks to join her husband as an active champion at Elimination Chamber. Becky Lynch proposed the match, but only agreed to defend her Women's Intercontinental title after AJ Lee refused to wrestle her otherwise. AJ Lee is 2-0 against Becky Lynch since ending her 10-year retirement, beating her in a mixed tag team match in War Games, which is facts by itself. So I got AJ Lee becoming your new Women's Intercontinental Championship, and that's all I gotta say. Alright, let's move on. So we get the Elimination Chamber match. Rhea Ripley versus Tiffany Stratton, Alexa Bliss, Asuka versus Kiana James. It can be versus TBA. But in my honest opinion, it all comes down to Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, and Alexa Bliss. There is no way that Asuka is winning the Elimination Chamber. And there is no way that Kiana James is winning the Elimination Chamber. Those two out the way. So, in my honest opinion, the final two is Rhea Ripley and Alexa Bliss. And that's all I gotta say from here. But in my honest opinion, I gotta go with Rhea Ripley. In my honest opinion, I gotta go with Rhea Ripley. But I could be wrong. I could have gone with Alexa Bliss. But it is what it is. But for this year, I gotta stick with my gut. I gotta go with Rhea Ripley to win the Elimination Chamber, to go after Jade Cargill's WWE Women's Championship, because Jade Cargill as WWE Women's Championship has been boring. But it is what it is. But I don't want to see Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. You know what I'm saying? Again. But it is what it is. But I got to go with Rhea Ripley on this one. Tiffany Stratton advanced to the Elimination Chamber by beating Lash Legend and Chelsea Green on SmackDown. Which I would have said this in my prime example. Lash Legend should have been qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber match, but that didn't happen. But anyway, Rhea Ripley qualified by overcoming Lyra, Kira, and Ivana on Raw. Alexa Bliss defeating Julia and Selena Vega to grab a spot in the match. Was joined by Asuka, who defeated Bayley and Natalie. Kiana James snuck a pinfall over Charlotte Flair in their match with Nia Jax. So in my honest opinion, Bayley should have qualified for the Elimination Chamber match, but that didn't happen either. Alright. So it says 2026 WWE Elimination Chamber predictions. The undisputed WWE Champion Drew McIntyre versus Cody Jacob for 2. But in my honest opinion, but this should have been a triple threat match. So at WrestleMania, can you make this match a triple threat match for the undisputed WWE Championship between Drew McIntyre, Jacob for 2, and Cody Rhodes, please? But it says right here, so Drew McIntyre versus Jacob for 2. But in my honest opinion, Drew McIntyre is going to retain. But I could be wrong by going for Jacob for 2, because that feud between Jacob for 2 and Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes, the feud itself is never going to go away. But I do want to see Jacob for 2 win the undisputed WWE Championship. But you already know Drew McIntyre is going to retain. But it is what it is, man. So I'm just going to say it, man. So, and yeah, this is going to be a triple threat match at WrestleMania 42 between Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes versus Jacob for 2 for the undisputed WWE Championship, which is Jacob for 2 will win at WrestleMania if that was to happen. But I got to go with Drew McIntyre on this one, because Drew McIntyre is going to retain. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I do want to see Jacob for 2. But this is a tough one. But I could be wrong by going for Jacob for 2 to become your new undisputed WWE Championship. But I know I'm going to be wrong on this one. So I gotta stick with my gut. I gotta go with Drew McIntyre to retain the undisputed WWE Championship. Alright, it says WWE subverted expectations by booking Cody Rhodes and Jericho 2 in the same Elimination Chamber qualifying match. All signs pointed to an eventually triple threat matchup between them and Drew McIntyre. Cody Rhodes is still the favorite to challenge Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Maybe Jericho 2 loses his qualifying match and earns a separate title shot against Drew McIntyre. It seems odd to reward Jericho 2 with a title opportunity. If he loses his upcoming qualifying match, whatever direction WWE takes, expect Jericho 2 to orbit Drew McIntyre in the next few months. And that's all I gotta say. Let me get my honest opinion. What are your predictions? What are your preview and predictions for this year's 2026 WWE Elimination Chamber? Sign up down below in the comment section. And I keep seeing this Craig. I keep seeing the box appear on Raw and SmackDown. You remember when the box was on Monday Night Raw and not Nick Aldis. Remember when the box was there on Monday Night Raw and Adam Pearce told the guy to ship the box to SmackDown? You already know Adam Pearce is not going to deal with the box. Just like Nick Aldis, like the box was on SmackDown, Nick Aldis is not going to deal with the box either. So why would Nick Aldis why would the box be on? How does the box go from Raw to SmackDown to Raw? But I can say this though. I know who's in that box. The only two I can think of is Seth Rollins and Chris Jericho. If Seth Rollins was to be in that box, he's going to make a huge return. It's going to cause chaos against the Vision. And my second pick is Chris Jericho. Because Chris Jericho debuted in Chicago while The Rock was cutting a promo on a Big Show. And that's facts. So my second guess can be Chris Jericho. So this one is tough. Let me know down below in the comment section who is inside the box. It's either Seth Rollins or Chris Jericho. Sign up down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed my WWE Elimination Chamber 2026 preview and predictions, like and subscribe. For watch the entire video from all the way from the beginning towards the end. Give this video 30 likes. If this video can get 30 likes, I will drop my WWE Elimination Chamber review and the highlights this Saturday, February 28th. And that's all I gotta say. I want you guys to have a great weekend. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. Remember when Braun Breaker kicked out Seth Rollins of the Vision, when Braun Breaker spears Seth Rollins? What if Seth Rollins was in the box and he make his huge return at the Elimination Chamber to cause chaos against the Vision? But that's just not the case. But it could be Seth Rollins, or it could be Chris Jericho. What if Chris Jericho was to come out of the box and appear at the Elimination Chamber? That could be something, but I know WWE is not going to go that route. But I do remember when Chris Jericho debuted in Chicago while The Rock was cutting a promo against the Big Show. But that's all I got to say. But I'm just going to stick with my pick. It's going to be Seth Rollins to make his huge return at the Elimination Chamber to cause chaos. And to cause chaos against the Vision, but I could be wrong. But let me know down below in the comment section who is inside the box. Seth Rollins or Chris Jericho. Sign up down below in the comment section. I want you guys to have a great weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I will see you guys on my upcoming world premiere. Upcoming world premiere tonight at around 5 o'clock a.m. for my WWE Elimination Chamber 2026 preview and predictions. Like and subscribe. So stay too sweet, and I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my WWE Elimination Chamber 2026 preview and prediction video. 2026 preview and predictions. Like and subscribe. So stay too sweet. Have a great day. Stay safe and all. Stay positive. And I do deserve way more subscribers on YouTube. So this video needs a lot of love and attention. Give this video to 30 likes on this video, and I'll drop my WWE Elimination Chamber review and highlights this Saturday on February 28th. So stay tuned, sweet, and I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.